it's your girl KG, and I'm back with another video. Y'all already know, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications on, because y'all already know your girls bring videos back to back to back to back to back, baby. Alright, y'all, so I am back with another military 5-day video. So as y'all see in the title, I am going to do a story time on the time that I got a Dear John letter in basic training. That's a crazy story, so we finna get right into it. So back before I went and signed to go to the military, I was dating this girl. Boom. And you know, everything was good and all, and so I was like, I'm going away. Boom. So we said that we was going to still be together. Cool. Excuse me. Before you go to your company in basic training, you go to this thing called reception. So that's basically where they do your shots, they do your physical, they do, you know, getting your ID, everything before you go to your company where you're going to do your training. So I was in reception for about 2 weeks. So, and that's like the last time you can have your phone there. Usually some people are in there for like a week, but I was in there for 2. Hey, it is what it is. So anyways, I was there, and you know, I can't remember if we had talked on the phone or anything, but I do remember that I had tried to call her, but she wasn't like answering. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? So anyways, I remember that we were in there, and people, they was asking like, yo, do y'all have a girlfriend? Like, what's y'all life outside of here? So they was like, hey, you got a girl? And I was like, yeah, like, I do. So there was this one girl in there, and I remember I was doing like a fire guard. They call it fire guard. So that's basically where you have to stay up all night and just watch for like if somebody come in and stuff, but while everybody else is asleep. So me and my homie, we was doing it, and everybody was still kind of up because everybody was getting ready for bed and they had taken their showers and stuff like that. So me and the girl were sitting at the desk, and I guess this one girl had liked me. Mind you, I'm looking rough, okay? I had braids coming up to the front, and I had to take them out because they was like, you can't have braids. So they made me cut off my whole head, and I was looking like a mess. Like, I was just looking a whole mess. So they made me cut off my hair, and like, I'm trying to figure out why people still thought I was cute. Like, cause I was like, what? Like, it's crazy. So anyways, like I said, everybody was getting ready for bed, and I guess the girl that had liked me, she came and she sat on my lap and stuff like that, and I was just like, whoa, like, you do know I have a girl, right? Like, we not doing none of this. But Shawty ain't care about that. So anyway, then she got up and left, and I think that night we ended up, you know, some things transpired. So yes, so some things transpired. So mind you, I was still trying to call the girl that I was with back home, but she was not answering. So I don't know what was going on with that and stuff like that. So fast forwarding, a couple nights before the girl that had came and sat on my lap, she went away to her company. They it was some discussion that they had, and I think somebody ended up telling her that I had a girl, and so she came and approached me and was like, you told me that you ain't have a girl, woo 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 woo. And I was like, no, sweetie, I never did that, because that's not something that I do. So she got upset, and she had just been mad, like, didn't talk to me the rest of the time, whatever. And even when she went to her training, like, I had her number, she ain't budge at all. Cool, whatever. So she left out of there. Then so mind you, I'm still in there for a whole nother week, so it's still other people in there. So there was this one other girl She was like tall, light skin. I think she was kind of like Spanish or whatever, but I don't really know. But anyways, and I guess somehow I tried to talk to her, and it's crazy because I don't never really approach females. So I was like, yeah. So we ended up talking, stuff like that. Boom. Then, but me and her didn't do nothing, no type of sexual anything like that. We strictly was just on a talking basis and just kind of get to know each other and stuff like that. So we ended up leaving and going to our companies. So I didn't have my phone no more. So mind you, I couldn't call my girlfriend back home, and because when I tried to call her, she wasn't answering. So I think when I got my address, I sent a text out, sending everybody to, they could mail me, write me letters and stuff like that. So boom. So me and the girl that I met in reception, we still talking on a basis, and so-called like ended up being together. Everybody pretty much knew like me and her was talking, and like we would write letters. Like people would send letters from her company to me. I would send letters from my company, like if they ever saw her or whatever, stuff like that. And then every Sunday we would always meet at church. That was like the meet spot. That was like the meet spot for everybody. Like you could see whole rocket couples, and everybody was just meeting at church and stuff like that. So that's what we did. So, and we ended up like in a relationship and stuff like that. So one day, mind you, so I'm in my company, and I had never gotten letters. Like nobody ever wrote me. No family, no friends, none of that. Like nobody ever wrote me. So one day, while drill sergeant, they was passing out letters and stuff like that, I get a letter. They was like, "Hey, Gaines, here you go." I was like, "What? Like I got a letter? What?" So I open it, and I see it's from my girl back home. I'm like, what? Like, I ain't heard from you since before I left. So I open up the letter up. I see this little dry ass, ugly ass picture of her, like, in the letter. And I'm like, first of all, this picture is ugly. Like, I don't like it at all. Then I'm reading the letter, and she talking about this has been a hard few weeks. I can't do this no more. And I just think it's best that we part our ways and stuff like that. So that's pretty much how I got my Dear John letter. And that's what a Dear John letter is in the military. When a soldier is away and the person that they're with back home breaks up with them while they're away. So that's a Dear John letter. So I was just like, okay, I don't care because I'm already fooling with somebody else. But I had never done anything sexual. It was literally just a, kind of kiddie stuff. Like we writing letters, we meeting up at the spot and stuff like that. So, because it was nothing that you can really do. You can't do nothing sexual in basic training. So that's how the relationship was. And I knew that the girl that I was with was already messing with somebody back home, because I'm like, first of all, I called you, you didn't answer, and I'm calling you multiple times and you not answering. So really you just playing with me. So it's like, why waste my time? If you knew that you couldn't do this when I went away, why didn't you just say nothing? Period. Like, I don't understand why people be doing that, but it is what it is. So yeah, and we ended up talking about it, like, I think maybe like years later or whatever. Like, we cool or whatever, and she living her life, and yeah, like, it was what it was. And she ended up telling me, yeah, I was messing around with somebody, and I was like, I mean, hey, I was too. So at this point, it is what it is. Like, I don't care. So that's pretty much how I got my Dear John letter in basic training. And yeah, just I really don't have no advice for anybody that's in a relationship and you're going to start to go to basic training. Just make sure y'all have an understanding before you go away, because it's hard. It is. It really is. But anyways, thank y'all for watching this video. Y'all already know, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on, because y'all already know your girl bringing videos back to back to back to back to back, baby. Alright, y'all. See y'all next video. Peace.